I think being alone is one of those things that it's completely overlooked by most people. Like, there's not many people that enjoy or purposefully intend on spending certain moments throughout the day or throughout their week or throughout their life on their own, doing things that they like doing. They feel like they have to be with other people all the time, and what happens is you lose the ability to be comfortable being on your own. And there are many reasons why being on your own is an important part of your life. It's about confidence. It's about not having to rely on like external forces to get you through tough situations. For example, if you're with friends all the time when you're going out to a bar and you're relying on the confidence that you get from that external factor, your friends, when you walk into a bar, what happens when you walk into a bar on your own for the first time, when you're, for example, going on a date or you're going to meet a group of friends but you're not sure exactly where they are, and you're walking on your own, you get this feeling of like there's something missing. And it might be small at first, but what happens over a long period of time is if you don't go through these moments of being comfortable, being alone in social situations, you lose that ability to be confident within yourself walking into a room, and you end up getting, some people get like these subtle anxieties when entering into certain social situations if they haven't got that comfort mechanism there, like there's certain friend who they might be with them usually, or family to be with them when they're doing something like ordering at a restaurant or ordering a coffee at the bar or something. And the reason you need to be comfortable being alone is because you need to be confident within yourself before you can truly be confident externally with friends, with people that you meet. Being confident around people all starts with being confident on your own, because you need to ensure that you're not relying on any external factors for that confidence, but it's just coming from within. So you can walk into a bar on your own, find a seat, order a drink, and sit there without staring at your phone for the whole entire time that you're on your own, or without being on the phone to somebody, or without sitting with friends and having this back and forth to make yourself feel comfortable. So you're bouncing off, your confidence is sort of radiating off somebody else, to get to that point where you're able to walk into a cafe or a bar, order, sit down on your own, and just be in a relaxed state and not feel awkward and not feel like anyone's watching you, and you're fully confident with what you're doing. There are certain things in life within yourself that you have to be comfortable with and confident with. Your appearance, you have to feel like you're not standing out and you're sort of comfortable with the way you look, you're presentable, the way you speak, you're fully confident with the way you can handle social situations. So you can speak to this waiter, you can speak to the person who holds the door open for you, you can hold the door open for somebody else if you see somebody walking, maybe they're pushing something or carrying bags or pushing a pram, and you can sort of, any spontaneous situation you can handle yourself. All these things, this might sound really simple to some people, they might do it already, but this video isn't for those people necessarily. It's for people who feel awkward or a little bit anxious in these situations, so they tend to avoid them. What I'm doing is pushing forward the narrative of it's important to go through these situations where you're on your own, and it's important to do that on a regular basis. Being alone and being comfortable being alone, there's so many positive things that come after that, and we'll get into those in a minute. But to put across this point of why I think it's an important thing in the first place is because if you don't do it, you do spiral into this sort of relying on other people. You probably know somebody who is unable to order their own drink at the bar, or they're unable to order their own food off the menu, and I know that it can be tough for some people because they've got this social anxiety, and I'm not a doctor, I know that there's things that I don't understand. All I know is I've experienced that myself, and I know there are certain ways to try and overcome that, and ways which I've done it, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. It's important to be able to go into a place, sit down comfortably, be in the presence of a waiter and say, like, I'm thinking about ordering this, but I'm not sure, maybe I want that, what do you recommend, which one's the most popular, what does this have in it, can they change this for this? That whole sort of social situation, there are people out there that completely dread that social situation, having a conversation with a waiter, and then after they order their food, you'll see the waiter walks off and they're sweating and they feel awkward and they're like, thank God that situation's over. And I feel for those people because I've been through that as well. Because I think everyone as you're growing up, you go through this stage of like finding the confidence within yourself, and most people find that from other people. The confidence radiates off other people, and they find their confidence there. But I think being able to go alone in life, go to a class, go to the cinema, for some food, go for a coffee, do anything that you enjoy doing with other people, being able to do that on your own, if it's physically possible. You're not really going to go for a game of tennis on your own or something, but most things that you like to do, being able to go and do them on your own, it is super, super important, I think.